Here is Barkley, left side, big hole. Saquon Barkley! Uh-oh! Barkley! Goodbye! Dunk it in. Doncic, 47.
I'll give him a dunk. On a night you have 47 points, you get the benefit of the doubt.
Moss the back, Karras the snap, Moss the block. Burrow going deep, he's got him! Touchdown! Jamar Chase!
LeBron leaked out, they didn't see him. Here he is down court. It's up and in! Will it count? LeBron James at the buzzer! 23-yard completion. Here goes Taylor. With Pierce in front. Touchdown, Colts.
Curry gets free. Curry puts up a three. Bang! Bang! He ties the game with 6.3 remaining.
Mahomes flushed out again all the way back. Turning the corner. Fires downfield. Caught! Touchdown!
Timeout, SGA. Probing, piercing, spinning, hanging for the lead, and SGA knocks it down with just under a second to go. Hit road. Oh, come on! Justin Jefferson, you gotta be kidding. Makes it look so routine. Greatest catch that never existed in NFL history.
Edwards puts up a three. It's good! Anthony Edwards once again. Edwards electricity here in game 4. Here's a first and goal. And he's signaling as he backpedals to the 30. Oh, what a catch! Touchdown, Baltimore!
Is it Francis? Giannis says no!
Back the other way, Trent.
Giannis inside! At both ends!
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Matty Ice here with Profit Props. This is the Sharp Side. As always, we will recap yesterday first, and man, did we do it. 6-0 day on the straight bets. We did miss our ladder play. Javonte Green over cashed. Anthony Simons 3+ cashed, 4 did not. Bane cashed, Kawhi cashed, Zubox cashed, Miles McBride cashed. Cash. 6-0 day for the good guys yesterday on the straight bets. That does bring us to 8-0 in our last 8 straight NBA plays. If you would like to sign up for props.cash, that is my code right there. And we are going to get straight into today's slate. It is a small slate, only 4 games. But I do have some spots I like. One play officially already out. My apologies. Let's go here. Siakam. One play officially already out, and then I definitely have some leans that I want to go through over this morning. Wifey, appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate the like and the retweets. MRD2313, appreciate you tapping in this morning, brother. Appreciate the likes and the retweets. Chalk, appreciate you tapping in. Mom Who Bets, appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate the likes, appreciate the retweets, and B Water, my friend. Appreciate you for tapping in as well. Chalk is in the building this morning. Chalk, what is going on?
Talk your shit.
Yes, sir. We had a day.
We everybody had a day. If you didn't have a day, you were listening, but you weren't hearing it.
Right.
I keep saying it. You know, it's been brutal sledding in NBA, but the consistency in the process will pay off. So stick with it. Manage your units correctly. Bet more on straights than you do parlays. Straights for dough, parlays for show. It was quite a night across the board. So happy for you, happy for your success, and continue to green them.
Yeah, man, I felt like well deserved because I've had a lot of really good looks that have just not cashed for me lately. Closed really well, so it's nice, man, to be on this 8-0 run. I'm really hoping to push that into the double digits. It's really hard to hit 10 straight bets in a row. So we're 2 away from that. Would love to get there tonight. Also try not to let any recent success cloud my judgment, or sometimes when you go on these runs, you just want to stay on a run and you can overthink, should I play this? Should I not? And if the data's there, you just got to keep playing stuff. Just trying not to let the process change at all. And trying to still take just the things that I like, man. Don't let it change the way I approach the game.
And on the contrary, too, when you do run cold, you start doubting yourself a little bit.
Yep.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yep.
Is that all the plays from yesterday on the bottom?
Yes, that was yesterday. Everything
nice
that I
see.
can.
It is so nice to see.
Yep. 6-0. Ladder did go 0-1. If I would have laddered McBride instead of Simons, it would have been a complete sweep. McBride had at least 4. Simons was 3 for 4. I thought he'd have better volume, so I was kind of lucky at cash there. But moving on to today, do you have anything out in this first game? Indy at Charlotte.
I was only looking at LaMelo's threes for the time being. It's hard to ignore Khan and his threes, especially when they're often 3.5 at plus money last I saw. But the reason I was looking at LaMelo threes was because of the data on back-to-backs he's had. And plus, he just pops them anyway. So I think the number that they had was 2.5 juice to the over. So I'll lay the juice on that one. It's short slate today, so I'm really just going to try to pick my spots. I'm not going to go too crazy. Winning day yesterday, I'm not going to try to do anything spectacular tonight. And I'm just going to kind of wait for the game to come to me, if you will. So LaMelo's threes off back-to-backs. It's 2.5 minus 146. I do have boosts available still, and I don't know why I have all these 10% boosts on different books, but I do.
Do you play the daily shits?
The 50 balls?
No, the free-to-play shits.
No.
Oh, because I'll play those, and you get like small 10% boosts and shit like that from those.
No, I only have FanDuel up when I'm looking at the bets, and then I will place wagers on other books, but I'll opt into everything that they're offering. I'll click claim now, even if I have no intention of using it.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
I think this is where they just like kind of stack up these reward stacks they give you. So I think that's off of that. So a bunch of 10% availables. And I'll probably use them. You can use almost straights. So I'll use that on LaMelo balls over 2.5 threes. I'll get it down to 132.
Let me see something. Yeah, interesting. I think, what's the coach's name? Charles Lee?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he has pissed me off enough that like I really want to bet LaMelo's PA under here tonight.
I can see that. He just went for 17, 7, and 7. It's a back-to-back. They've been competitive in the last 2 games. Was it 2 games? Yeah, they beat the Thunder. They beat the Bulls the game before that too. So back-to-back homestand for them. Raptors last night. LaMelo hit what should have been a game-winning layup, then quickly hit the 3 to beat them. And they beat the Pacers tonight. And I think that I saw that Nembhard was downgraded today. So it should be kind of an ugly one.
I did not see that. Let me check that. You got him downgraded. I missed that this morning.
Yeah, Nembhard. It was 8 minutes ago. I have the Underdog NBA notifications on.
Yeah, I do too, but I've been talking shit on Twitter, so it just got put under.
You gotta thump your chest when you get the chance, because
yes,
these days
sir.
we don't take them for granted. But yeah, I got the questionable tag 8 minutes ago. So do with that news what you will. I like to wait. I know the value will be zapped on certain things, but I'd rather know than not.
So I have one look, and I've spoke about this all season. This is really the first year, especially since I've been originating, that I've carried this approach. I'm on Pascal's under. I laid 150 on it, under 7.5 rebounds. This is going to close at like 6.5 minus 125 to the under, I think. The one thing Charlotte does well is prevent total rebounds, offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds. Like that's all they really do well. He's under this line in 10 to 36 games this season. I just really couldn't believe we're getting this line. I think his rebound chances are going to be under like 12 to 15. So I don't know. This line was crazy to me. I was willing to lay the 150 on it. I think it's worth. I would probably price this somewhere around minus 210. I'm working on a feature right now that'll give me that exact price. But if I had to guess, I'm pricing this around minus 210. So that is my only official play in this game. I don't care about Nembhard in terms of the rebounds. I've kind of written off Charlotte overs, and I probably shouldn't, but LaMelo's minutes are crazy. I've made decent money this year on Con Kneppel, but he definitely has sold me like the last 2 to 3 times I've bet him. And it was like an 18.5 here. I bet he had 18 and like a 19.5 here. So it's not even that the reads were bad, right? It's just that it hooked. Volume was good. Like it was a good bet that lost by the hook. That's why I'm saying I shouldn't quit betting on him, but it's just like a mental block now where I feel like if I bet him, he's going to hook me. I think Jay Huff has played really well the last, he was like falling out of the rotation. And then this game here, his PRAs per minute were really good. 17 PRAs in 17 minutes. And then versus Cleveland, I mean, those 2 dunks he had, did you see them?
The one where he turned his arm?
The one on Evan Mobley's head?
Yep.
Yeah, and then he had like not a 360, but a little more than a 180 in the paint. Like he caught it, and there was a defender in front of him. He was kind of like quartered up to the basket, spins around the other way and yams it. I was like, damn, Jay Huff bought himself a couple minutes here. So, you have any Jay Huff thoughts tonight?
I kind of want to look at his threes.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I've leaned, but
he can space the floor.
The Con stuff is interesting because of how much volume he takes from 3. But I was looking through the data sites. I was kind of thinking about his rebounds. If Brandon Miller doesn't go tonight, and we don't know what the lineup's going to be for the Hornets on the back-to-back, and their guys have been kind of in and out all season. But I kind of like his rebounds tonight. If he doesn't contribute from 3, he does have a high motor. And I think that the Pacers rank pretty well or poorly, depending on how you look at it, against his position for rebounds.
Yeah, well, they allow the most rebounds in general. They consider him a 3. Yeah, they struggle versus rebounds for sure. What's the price across the board? I mean, shit. If you got a Hard Rock 110, I don't see why you wouldn't bet that right now.
And I think the least talked about thing in the NBA, I know you touch on it a lot, is the Hornets' ability to rebound as a team.
Mm-hmm.
They give up opponent rebounds second to only the Houston Rockets. So the context there is insane.
What are they in pace? I think Indiana's right around 10 or 12.
I don't think the Hornets are up there.
I think they're like maybe right in around 15. Does that sound right?
Yeah, it's a real middle of the pack game.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, 120 at Prop Builder. Do I want to run Brandon Miller's rebounds right now?
Just take the void. I really don't know if he's playing tonight.
If he does, I love his PRs over. Let me give some shout outs real quick. Random Life, Ross Remy, Miss Herway, MK Knight, 49ers Girl, Justin McDonald, Dave, Night Fox. Appreciate all y'all for tapping in this morning, and I do appreciate the likes and the retweets. Appreciate y'all helping me grow this show and grow this space. Chalk, appreciate you tapping in this morning as well. Helping me grow the space, tapping in, dropping some plays. How would you feel about the PR over?
For Brandon Miller?
Yeah, 26.
Yeah, if he plays, I will take every Brandon Miller prop there is.
Yeah, I like the Brandon Miller PR overs a lot. Yes, I do lean over there. I like it better than Con Kneppel, I'll tell you that. We are waiting on some lineup information. So as bad as it sounds, or as sad as it sounds, I'm only going to have one official in this game. You good to move? Anything else you wanted to touch on? Naismith? Anything?
No. I like the Naismith look. I want to wait on Nembhard for that, because I'll probably take Naismith's threes if Nembhard does not play. But Brandon Miller over the last like 5 games has taken like 10 threes a game compared to his season average of 8. So he's definitely shooting, and watching this guy since his time in the NBA, since his time in Alabama, since pretty much forever. There's not a shot he doesn't like. So it doesn't matter if he goes cold, he's still popping it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
29, 22 attempts.
You said Naismith?
19. Yeah, kind of looking at him. I want to see what his numbers are without Mathurin and Nembhard, because nobody else really, the injury report. The injury report, aside from those two, don't really affect anything he does. Good rebounder as well.
Attempts are really good, honestly. 16 in all but one of the games. Now let's just go look at him with 16 points. You know what? Let me just go to points here, too. Field goal attempts. He's 16 or more. Last 20. And then I don't give a shit if these guys played or not.
So while you're doing that, his threes attempts this season without Nembhard and Mathurin. Of course, you can't look into last year because Halliburton was there. 12, 9, 8, 11, 9, 9. Pretty inefficient, given the volume. But I think that's worth noting.
Yeah, you love to see 8 attempts.
9.7 on the year without those two guys. Just because we bet opportunity, right? That's what we do. And he's taken 16 shots a game, and 10 of those are threes.
Minus 125 Pinnacle, probably 105 as well. Yeah, I like that play a lot. You could run that. Maybe even and yeah, it's versus Indy. Yeah, because I'm sorry, it's not versus Indy. It's versus Charlotte. Because if this were vice versa, I don't like betting threes versus Indy, but I do like betting threes versus Charlotte.
That's why I was a little hesitant on LaMelo, because I know he's going to shoot him, and I don't love his minute speculation on back-to-back given the rotations this year. But just his personal trend in general is that he'll shoot more threes on the back-to-back. But it's minus 146. That was the only thing I was looking at for now. And whatever I lock in, I'll put on the timeline. I'm just making parlay, and I always, if it's not a boosted parlay, then I'll just run my parlay legs or my straight legs in a parlay. Just know that they're better straight as well.
Maddie B, I leaned under LaMelo everything here, kind of banking on reduced minutes. Back to back, I don't think he plays more minutes than he played last night, to be honest. I leaned under, but I didn't get there. Indy allows a bunch of rebounds. I think they are bottom 5 in assists allowed per game, maybe 8th. So, not a great assist matchup. I really don't want to bet LaMelo here. I don't like the matchup here. Any other requests in this game? If not, I'm going to move on to is Cleveland next? Yeah, Cleveland, Minnesota game. I'm going to have something that's not popular here in this game. Let's talk about the injury news first. Dean Wade out, Max Strus still out, Jalen Tyson day-to-day, Larry Nance Jr. day-to-day. Nothing really important on the Minnesota side of the ball.
Anthony Edwards was just downgraded to questionable.
Oh, was he? Okay. Yeah, just downgraded. Well, do you want to know what my play was?
Go for it.
I told you nobody was going to like it. Ant under 30.5 points.
I already have one on him, 35 plus 180.
I am sorry. We would be going. I kind of feel he doesn't play today, but my logic is, if you look, he's struggled versus good pick and roll ball handling defenses this year. Actually, if we want to get a little bit specific, versus top 10 pick and roll ball handling defenses this year. He's got a 23-point game and a 30-point game. That's also factoring top 10 versus his position. And if you look at that over like the last 3 seasons, 20 games, he's under in 17 to 21. So I don't think this is a good matchup for him. Historically has struggled versus top 10 pick and roll ball handling defenses. He does have a few 35, 40-point games, though. I will say there's nothing that's between 30 and 36. Like he's either going over 35 or he's going under this number. And that's
I didn't bet the plain number over. I just took the 35 plus.
If you're going to bet the star, ladder it.
Mm-hmm. So I want to touch back on Khan because I'm going to put this bet in.
Okay.
I'm taking his rebounds. His rebounds without Brandon Miller, if you want to pull that up. And I'm doing the same thing I did with Cam Spencer and John Morant the other night.
Did you get hooked last night?
On Cam?
Yeah.
No, because they didn't put his lines up.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that you were going to bet like a 5.5. I saw he finished with 5, but okay, he never put.
They didn't even put his line up
until
it was known if Ja was playing or not.
Yep.
So I didn't have the opportunity to lose, which I really appreciate. Because I would have.
Don't you love that?
I really do. So the same scenario here. I'm going to bet on the guy being out. Essentially, is what I'm doing here. I'm going to take Khan over 4.5. It's not a pretty number, but I'll lay the juice. And then I want to take his 6 at plus 140 and his 8 at plus 480.
So we're going alt lines here. You like 6 and 8?
Mm-hmm.
I don't hate this. I think you're going to see 32 minutes tonight. I mean, and keep in mind, y'all, this is a plus 550. So the 38% hit rate's actually, you're getting like a 20% hit rate here. Yeah, I like Con Kneppel's rebounds. I have PTSD. I have Con Kneppel PTSD, but Godspeed, and I hope it cashes for you.
Well, that's what we get for betting one of the most consistent guys in the NBA is, sometimes they let us down. Steph lets us down sometimes too. That's okay. But the opportunity and the volume will always be there, and that's what we try to gamble on. And, obviously if Brandon Miller doesn't play, then it's Con everything. So I'm just trying to get ahead of market here.
Yeah, no, I like the thought process. Anything else in that game?
No, it's going to be short and sweet.
All right, I do have thoughts in this game. First, Rudy Gobert has played well in these matchups. Well, I think at least double-double. I don't know about how many points. No, only 1 of 3. See, he's rebounded well, but the points have not been there in the prior 2. Interesting. Also, only 26 minutes in this game. I don't think we see that. I would probably say 30. I don't think we see 39 tonight, but like 31 to 36. What is Cleveland in total rebounds allowed per game? Defensive rebounds, 17th to centers. Total rebounds, 20th. Do you have any opinions on Rudy Gobert rebounds over? Am I reaching?
I don't typically look at him because of a lot of prior years betting on him.
Okay.
Where his standard rebound line was like 12.5. What is it today? 11.5.
Even though I'm not, it is. Even though I'm not a Wolves fan, I've made a lot of money in my life betting Rudy, whether it's over or under. There's been a lot of unders, but I feel like I've picked my good double-double spots, and I don't hate this double-double spot.
Is that what you're going to run as the double-double?
I think so. I like it better than the 11.5 rebounds. It's minus 110.
I don't have the number available because of the Edwards news.
Okay, it's probably locked up. There's some plus monies. There were plus monies out there. Miss Herway says never go double-double, just go rebounds. Sounds like she's speaking from experience.
I didn't want to say anything, but I'm in total agreement. So I'll give you 4 and like 13.
Dwayne says, who do we lean on, or who do we lean to if Ant doesn't play? DiVincenzo, Randall, maybe someone else. Naz Reid. I like Randall's assists, actually, if he does not go. Probably going to bump from 4.5 to 5.5. Chef says we had a day yesterday. Indeed, we did. 6-0 on straights. Had a day. 8-0 run on straights. Back-to-back sweeps. If we do it again today, I'm going to give some bread away. I lean over Gobert double-double. I'm not saying I'm running it yet. I think a lot of lines are locked up in this game currently anyways. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I'm looking at Naz Reid and the data apps and the whatever resources you like to use have his over under 13.5 points. I think that's going to move to like 15.5, maybe even 16.5 if Edwards does not go. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm still taking it. You need to find offense.
The books aren't moving much on. There are some books reopening now. I've got Caesars, MGM, Hard Rock, Fliff, which most 3 of them use the same provider. Pinnacle back open. I'm interested in the Randall assist.
I'll probably take Naz Reid anyway at 13.5. So I think that's a good way to score against this second unit for the Cavs. Are you looking at 5.5 assists for Randall?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd probably be my only look. And that's on the contingency that Edwards does not play. Or is that just in general?
This is specifically without Ant. Specifically without Ant, yes. No, not in general. They allow the 6th most in the league to power forwards assists per game. Very, very specific to no Ant because the usage is going to go up, right? Like, I mean, we got a floor of probably 25. And I really think it would probably be slightly higher. I think we'd be high 20s, low 30s here. Yeah, this is very specific to no Ant. Increased usage percentage. TJ under PRA. We just cashed his PA under 2 days ago. Chef, appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate the like and the retweet there. Jared Allen double-double. I don't know if I'd want to bet Rudy and Allen both. He's dominated.
I don't mind both centers for double-double tonight.
Jared Allen's played really well in these matchups. With Mobley. Oh, I guess I should go down here. I mean, I think we're all expecting competitive game here, right? What's the PR line? I don't know about Jared Allen. Maybe even just his points. Stan, Steven, appreciate you tapping in this morning, bro. Appreciate the likes and the retweets. Appreciate all y'all for tapping in, man. If you're watching on X, drop a like and a retweet, man. Really helps me grow the brand and the page. Trying to rob FanDuel. Chris Mosley, appreciate y'all as well. If you're watching on YouTube, drop a like. Appreciate y'all over there as well. You have Jared Allen thoughts? You said you don't hate the double-double.
I don't hate the double-double for both centers.
I could see it. Playing bigger minutes, Cleveland's got to go on a run. I could see it. You're getting
Can I
plus.
interest you in Sam Merrill points too?
You for sure can because I just cashed on him over 11.5. You said you took the 15 that game, didn't you?
For Sam?
Yeah.
That was part of a parlay.
Okay, yeah. I took the over 11.5 straight. Now that was. There was someone else out, wasn't there? Was DeAndre Hunter out or someone?
It's tough to keep up with this team, isn't it?
It is.
Is that against the Pacers?
It was their last game. Pacers.
Wade, Tyson, Hunter. It looks like they have relatively healthy squad in that one.
Yeah, that was without D. Mitch.
He played 31 that night. He's not going to get 31 minutes tonight.
No.
He's probably going to get like 25.
Yeah, I would say anywhere from like 20 to 29, 20 to 28. I mean, I still like the over 9.5.
Is that number real? Is that a real number? 9.5 points. Yeah, I'm taking that. What?
Yeah, I like it too.
All right, so I got Khan rebounds over 4.5 and Sam Merrill over 9.5 points.
Minnesota's like last versus spot up, aren't they?
Let's see.
No, they're first versus spot up. I got that completely backwards. They're terrible versus pick and roll ball handlers. Yep, that's what it is. That's right, because I was looking at Donovan Mitchell's overs here. I would not talk you off of this. Ross said he actually played Rudy's double-double and Merrill points. Yeah, Ross, I mean, I do like both of those looks. Will not lie to you. Merrill might be one of those 15-point lays for me tonight. I don't want to invest a full unit on him, but if I'm right about the read, maybe make a little something, 2-leg.
Yeah.
We'll see if I can find someone to pair with Merrill's points. I do like the read. I will say this last game, I was so on point and I didn't invest any money. Like I said, Garland's over 24. He had 29, under 7.5 assists. He had 6. Do we like his under tonight?
You don't like betting Garland. I do.
You like betting him in general or overs?
I like taking his assists.
What are you looking at tonight? Anything?
I think the 6.5 is appropriate. I don't really know what kind of effort we get from Randall and Gobert.
Yeah, you're right. Does this one get ugly?
And then you have Ant out as well, potentially. So I think I'm going to lay off of his assists. That's typically something I look at.
Nothing official there for me on his assists. I know you talked about Naz Reid. What do you like Naz Reid if no Anthony Edwards tonight?
Points.
Threes look green as hell.
Yep.
Points up to 20, yeah. Let's see what that new line is. Probably like 16 if I had to guess.
Well, they put it up.
That might, I don't know. I'm checking right now.
14.5. That is going on the card. Minus 106.
Yep. Well, I really like that spot. I think I'm going to be a little more cautious and try to get injury news. I would play the 16.5 without him. So, yeah, I really like Naz Reid overs there. You're banking on the news, but if you're trying to get out in front of it, like I do think he sits. Downgraded late is usually a really bad sign.
So I'm betting these games based on Brandon Miller and Anthony Edwards both sitting. Maybe I should hold off on clicking that submit bet right now.
Yeah, I mean, I lean he doesn't go being downgraded late. Do like that over. I'm sure Bones Highland's probably closed. Bones probably gets decent run without him. Probably 20 minutes or so. He played 34, 37 to 2 without him. If he plays 30, he might score 30 tonight. Man has never seen a shot he doesn't like. Not many books open, so we're not going to spend any time on it. Evan Mobley. Do you have Mobley thoughts? Played 35 minutes last game. There's no limit at all.
No, not really. Because I think that Merrill has a nice game. And I know that Mitchell's going to put up his shots. And I think Garland's been running pretty hot from the field. And Garland just scored 29. That was kind of an outlier. But he does that like once a month. He'll score 30
Yeah, Donnie
points.
was out in that game too, right?
Yeah. And Mobley had 26 and 5 without Donovan. I don't have any Mobley thoughts.
I do not either. Do you have any Donovan Mitchell thoughts? They are ranked, I think, let me double check. Let me go to the mobile app. I think 30th.
This is the guy that I was looking at for assists.
29 and a half. Okay. Walk us through the assist thoughts.
You mentioned their pick and roll defense. So you're looking at some hockey assists. And I think they might crash on Donovan. So that's kind of where I like the Merrill. I'm trying to play the game out in my head. So Mobley runs or Jared Allen runs pick and roll with Garland. Garland bails to Mitchell. They crash on Mitchell, and they leave a guy open in the corner. Sam Merrill. And he has good history against them too. That never hurts. The same starting lineup. Pretty good history. And in those games, you had Hunter hitting 3 threes, Merrill hitting 3 threes, Garland hitting 4 threes. So you're kind of banking on the Cavs hitting the threes when Mitchell is dishing it, because if he gets close enough to the rack, he's just going to pull it. I don't like his points tonight, but I do like his assists. 20 and a half is tough to bet. What are his free throw attempts against this team?
Never bet, I think, in my life of free throw attempts, but I might
with a line like 20 and a half, you have to think, kind of consider is he going to get to the line?
19th in free throws allowed. I like the Mitchell PA over. I don't like his points under at all. 29th versus pick and roll ball handler, 17th versus pull up. I mean, I don't know why we would bet the under here. I do like the over. I do like the over 20 or 34 and a half. 34 and a half. 07 at DK. Am I betting this right now? Let me log into DraftKings and see if that's real.
His 4.5 assists are minus 158. I can't take that based on principle alone. But 6 assists is plus 140.
Is this going to come down? The only reason I wouldn't bet this right now is I believe there'd be a 33 later in the day, and I kind of do. I'm going to wait on this. What's the spread in this game?
Competitive, I think.
Yeah, basically a pick 'em. All right, I'm going to wait and try to get a better number here with Donovan Mitchell over PAs. I like it. They struggle versus pick and roll ball handlers. I think the volume's going to be there. 18 or more field goal attempts. With Darius Garland, 18 or more field goal attempts this season. He's over his PA line in 75% of games played. Storage says Jay Huff overs. Yeah, bro. I mean, hard for me to spot those minutes. But if I had to bet him today, I think I'm going over.
Not that either.
Keep an eye on Donovan Mitchell. I probably have a later ad there. What did Dante reopen at?
I don't want to talk about Dante.
Post-traumatic stress.
That's it.
Yeah, I've got nothing on him, honestly.
3.5 threes. Points. 13 and a half. I'm good. Good on Dante.
Yeah, it looks
I
green
can see him
without
doing
him.
it. Yeah, I can see him doing it. I just don't want it. Like,
100% relate. Is there anything else for me in this game? No, there's not really anything else for me. I'm good to move on to the next one. Let me see here. Indiana versus Charlotte. Did I have anything official? Oh, Pascal. I got to get that up on the banner. And then Donovan Mitchell's probably going to be a play for me, y'all, but I do think if we're patient, we may get a 33. And Chalk, you gave out 2 plays. What were they?
they are Khan over 4.5 rebounds. It looks like Nas Reed over 14.5 points. Still kind of considering Sam Merrill over 9.5 points. Nas Reed and Khan are definitely bet.
All right, so there's 3 out on the show today. People are getting what they came for. Do you have Bam Adebayo thoughts tonight? He's been very much struggling, but you know how Chicago is versus bigs.
I don't have Bam thoughts, but I do have a power forward thought in that game, and it's not Ware either.
Okay.
It's Nikola Jovic.
Jovic is back.
Jovic is back, and he's balling, and Jaquez is questionable.
And we actually have lines.
We do.
So I want to look at 25 floors, right? Nah, 20. We'll go 21 as a floor. I think that's very conservative. You think that's conservative?
Yeah, that's fine because the books still have Jaquez listed, and he's questionable, and it's kind of been in and out. And I don't mind it with or without Jaquez, so I'm going to take the number now before any news comes out. I'm taking his PRA over 15.5.
Who's PRA 15.5? Jovic right now?
Yep.
All right,
now.
cool. I'm going to add this.
122. 128. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on.
You're good.
And that was the only look I had in here, too. I was going to bring up Davion assist just to fuck with you a little bit, but I think we've gone through that before, so I'll let that one breathe. I do like it, though.
You said you bet Jovic over PAs?
PRAs.
And what was the line, 15.5?
15.5 minus 128, and it's probably not the best number on the books because they only have FanDuel open. But I'll go through the books and see where the best numbers are, and then I'll just get my action down there. But as far as like making a parlay, you know how FanDuel has the aesthetic, so that's what I'll be posting.
Yeah, dude. The people on the timeline, some fiends for that FanDuel slip.
They love it.
They love it, man. Buzelli's under RA without Smith and Giddey in this game. Okay. Buzelli's. Let's just type in Matas. Under RAs. Kobe White played in the last game, right? I think he was questionable and played. Don't quote me 100%, but I think, well, let me see. The last game was 1-7. No, he missed the last game. Okay. With Smith and Giddey out.
I will say, if Kobe White does play, I'll probably take his points tonight. And if he doesn't play, how do you not take Trey Jones in some capacity for assists? Whether it's a parlay leg, if you want to take the juice and add a leg, because I know there's some SGPs where you need multiple legs from a certain game. So you take one prop, then you take a reduced leg for another one just to fill the requirements.
Chalk.
But point guards have just been killing the Heat.
Brother, I think we need to rewatch yesterday's episode. I think you said something to the effect of, if Kobe White plays, I'll take Trey Jones assists under. But if he doesn't play, he might get 12 assists.
Yeah.
He got 12 assists.
I feel that same way tonight.
He got 12 assists on the dot, though. That's like, I have to go back and clip that. That is crazy.
You watch enough, you stay up on trends, and
And that bitch still didn't get the double-double. How many points did he have?
Right.
6. Wow.
If it wasn't profitable to do this stuff, it'd be a complete waste of time to know these
You're
little
right.
facts. But here we are.
I've carved a nice little career for myself because I would probably watch the same amount of NBA regardless of if I got to come online and talk to people about it every day. But it definitely helps coming online and talking to people about it every day. And Elon keeps saying he gonna bump these Twitter checks, so that'd be cool. Might make it worth it one day because I've been trying to build YouTube, but
Have you
I've already
gotten a Twitter
got
check
the
yet?
notion over here yet. Huh?
Have you gotten a Twitter check before?
Oh, I get one every month. It's just
I've never gotten one.
it's my best month. I drive a pickup truck, so it's kind of expensive, but I think my best month ever got me a tank of gas. So I don't want y'all to think
Okay.
I'm over here. You know, I usually make about like 20, 25 bucks maybe, you know.
It's not nothing.
It's not nothing, you know.
I
I
had a
get
tweet
lunch.
that had over 1 million views last year and crazy likes, and I was like, oh, well, can't wait for to see what kind of dividends this pay. Nothing, not a single thing. I was like, all right, well. But that's not why I do it. I do it to share information and share plays and engage with the community.
No, I'm the
like-minded
same
people,
way.
So.
You know, making a couple extra dollars would just be a cherry on top.
Right. There's no
Brandon
engagement
Miller
farming
not
here.
on the injury report, so he might be good to go. You bet Cons rebounds, but you said you kind of didn't care either way, right?
I didn't care either way. So maybe I'll get a better number.
Dude, fuck! Garland's downgraded. I'm not going to be able to get to fucking Donovan in time.
Assists.
PAs, really, bro. I want the
can bet-
PAs.
That's Davion. It's on D Mitchell. You better right now.
No, Rivers is still open, and everyone in here, they're only open on the Timberwolves side of the ball. Okay. Fuck. Damn it, dude. Damn it to damn it to damn it to damn it. All right, we move. Hey, that's the game. The game is the game. I dare him to reopen that at like 29.5 points. I'll smack them in the face with it. All right, such is life. All right. You said you don't really have Bam thoughts or Khalil Ware thoughts. What about Nikola Vucevic thoughts?
I love Vucevic. He's one of my guys. Him and Nurkic, I always bet for assists. He had a big game last night, Vuce did. I think he had like 16 rebounds, I want to say. I don't love the matchup today because they are capable of bringing him away from the basket. But I want to wait on that Kobe White news and maybe get his points. I don't love his rebounds so much. I don't like his threes either. So I'm really only looking for points on Vuce, and I really think that if Kobe White doesn't play, then this Bulls team is prone to get blown out, like bad. I know they've been losing lately, but like bad, like 130 to like 99.
Any thoughts on Norman Powell unders?
If you think they're gonna be blown out, you got
I
Harrow
do.
back, you got Jovic balling. A lot of options to score, a lot of options on that Heat team to pop off any given night. So I don't mind taking an under on the Star.
I'm afraid to bet Khalil Ware because Eric Spoelstra just does weird shit with his minutes. What are your thoughts? We had a request on his double-double.
I don't hate the double-double look at all, but like you said, is he in favor with the coach?
Yeah, is he playing 24 minutes tonight or is he playing almost 30?
What's the value on it? Because that'll tell me everything.
There's a plus 200 out there.
Plus 200 for Khalil Ware's double-double. Now I have to look at it.
Plus 175 FanDuel, 200 at Bovada. I mean, you're right. At plus 200, that's like, hey, do you want to bet this? Yeah, kinda.
Hit rate. Add in Tyler to that. Add in Jovic. And let's say Hawkes isn't playing.
I almost feel like I gotta bet this now, if we're just being honest.
The matchup's sweet.
I feel like this. Go ahead.
I think that I'm also gonna bet it.
This to me feels similar to Sam Merrill 15. Like, I think this is something I want to pair. I want to run like a quarter unit parlay. I don't want to run a full unit or even to win a unit here, I don't think. But if I'm right about his minutes, I think plus 200 is way too good.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Good shout. Whoever said that, thank you. Whether it wins or loses, I like to know what everybody else is looking at, so kind of brings a lot to fruition. So I do appreciate that shout.
Yep. Yeah, where double-double, I'm going to put that in a lay today. I'm not going to run it straight. I only want to invest like a quarter unit into the read, but I do like the where double-double. No Kobe White, Trey Jones double-double actually might be decent. I think they're pretty middle, 20th in assists allowed per game, 23rd to point guard. So Trey Jones double-double, no Kobe White's interesting to me. That's really good
right now.
What's that?
Double-double for Trey Jones, 470. I'm looking at FanDuel.
That's tempting.
I might just pair that with where.
That's what I was just thinking. Yeah, yes, sir, Damon. I like that look a lot. And honestly, I do like the Ware and Trey Jones pair for double-double. I do like that a lot as well. That's a nice little lotto ticket. You're probably at least getting 10-1, 12-1 on that slip.
On a 2-player SGP, that's fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Sweet matchups.
Especially you could throw a boost on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Okay, that kind of wraps up my thoughts in this game. What about you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Moving on to the last one, Dallas, Utah. Early thoughts are I do like Cooper Flag PRA over. I do like Lauri Markkanen points over. We can take a look at Clay's threes. Those were my thoughts as I went through the slate this morning. Did you have anything to start us off?
Yeah, I really love this game. Keontae, I like a lot on his PAs. I like Cooper Flag's points, but I love the PRA's look as well. And I think anytime AD plays, I like his PRA's more.
Yeah, that's kind of how I was leaning. Same page there.
Big Nurkic guy cleared for us last night. Cashed the parlay. They bumped his assist up to 4.5 now, and even that 4.5 is juice. So I like taking Vooch and Nurkic when they have good defensive center matchups, but 4.5 they're kind of pushing it when they're juicing the over like that. So I'm going to stay off that 4.5. It goes down to 3.5 if it opens 3.5 somewhere, because I'm only seeing MGM and Underdog, I think. Is that Underdog? Only 2 that have lines out for him right now. Maybe there's some offshores that do. Nurkic, this might be like a 15-8-8 game for him. So I do like Nurkic a lot. I like a lot of overs in this game. And the Klay Thompson look, I think you just have to bet it and live with it.
Yeah, I do like Nurk to get 4 assists. Any Anthony Davis thoughts? I mean, they struggle versus Rollman. They are good in the restricted area, but that's kind of regressed some since the Walker Kessler injury. Do you have any Anthony Davis thoughts? I can't bring myself to bet him. I think every time I bet him in a good spot, he misses. But do you have any thoughts on AD?
I would like his rebounds more than his points, but his rebounds are 12.5 minus 132. So I can't get there on his points or his rebounds. And his combos at 38.5, which is that is a lot.
Dude, I feel the same way.
That's a lot there. No PJ tonight, it doesn't look like.
Najee Marshall, thoughts?
Points, assists, points and assists.
Yeah, probably PAs. He had 15 points, just 1 assist in the last matchup. Anthony Davis didn't play. Honestly, I don't like it, but we can
It's
talk
18 and a
about
half. It was profitable for a month. They realized it was profitable. They bumped his lineup to 18 and a half, and I think that's pretty unplayable.
Points look good without PJ, but I'll say they're close. Like, they're probably efficient. Jamal Hooks, I'd probably be more comfortable with, like, if you're building a 10+ lay, you want something that's, what is this, minus 230? I'm guessing maybe 240.
For Najee?
Oh Lord, minus 500. Just keep him off the slip. Dog. Just keep him off the slip.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they've caught up on him. So once they catch up, people are going to look at the hit rates and the greens and whatever, and they have some recency bias from the last couple of games, but they start bumping these numbers up. I start to kind of back off a little bit.
And I feel like Laurie's number is just a little too high as well. Like the score 25.5 minus 125. I'm tempted if that becomes a painted number in the market, I would probably bet the over. It's a good matchup for him. Like I spoke about this in calling the shots. They don't have like a good perimeter defender for him, and he's like a 7-foot guy that plays stretch 4. I don't think he's pulling the AD matchup. Do you?
I don't see why they would take 80 to where he is when you have Nurkic down low, and he's not really a threat to move as much as Laurie is on the offensive end.
Yeah, so I just love this spot for Laurie. 33 in the last matchup. Again, that was no AD. Absolutely dominated versus teams in the bottom 10 versus restricted area scoring. They are good versus the catch and shoot, so there's that. But no, I lean over here. I would love to see a 15.5 painted. Not an official bet for me yet. AD under his assist. Do you have any thoughts there?
If he gets Rock down low, there's no reason to pass against the Utah defense. That's why they have his PR so high.
I might run this right now.
Three and a half assists.
Yeah.
Why pass it?
Exactly. I'm running this. Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shout outs, Ross. That's a good look, Ross. Appreciate that.
I think I got to where I want it to be with Nurkic. I don't know why. It's one of those guys I gravitate to. I have to bet him. Points and assists, 14.5. I like that. I like that one a lot.
18.5 or an alt line?
I saw 14.5 points and assists. Is that wrong?
I've got 18.5. So one of us is fucked up.
I'm sorry, rebounds and assists. I'm saying it wrong. That's why it's fucked up.
That makes a lot more sense. Yeah. 14.5 is out there. Yep. I do like that.
I don't see any points and rebounds lines up on books for him. I'm going to get to Nurkic one way or another. 23.5 points and rebounds. What is that number? Minus 110. His double-double was plus 105, plus 100. I'll probably just do the double-double.
Interesting.
PRA looks great.
Why would I not put this in a double-double lay? Say less. What's good, bro? Appreciate you tapping in.
I'll add Nurkic to my Ware and my Trey Jones.
I was just thinking the same thing. I mean, even if I go Nurk and Ware, yeah, keep an eye out on the timeline for that builder. We might have to get together after stream, maybe put a builder parlay out, collab.
Yeah, let's put a little lotto out with is Nurk? I don't even see Nurk's double-double available on FanDuel.
Yeah, they're not open yet.
What
Hugh from Cincy, appreciate you tapping in, bro. Appreciate the like and the retweet. Also, reach out to me, DM me on X, or I'll DM you here after a bit. You won the free year VIP.
Hey,
Yeah, so shout out to Q from Cincy. I got you the free year VIP. I'll get you a link. Appreciate all the constant engagement from you. So yeah, definitely gonna take care of the free link after stream. In this game. Outside of the Nurkic double-double, anything else you wanted to cover in this one? I know we talked about Keontae PAs. He had 33 points in the last one. Does AD being in the game worry you?
no,
Not
because
me
he
either,
shoots.
really.
If anything, his assists will go up.
Agreed.
And so I think that was a fair litmus test for the matchup. I don't see too much impact beyond that. And it's not like they have so many guys that they rely on. It's him and Laurie, and then Nurkic, the supplemental guy on offense. I don't think Ace Bailey's playing tonight. Not that I'm too worried about him in general, but
yeah, agreed. Brandon Miller has been ruled in, or probable, not in, probable.
okay. So I won't take Khan's ladder up. I'll just take the 4.5. If Utah didn't submit their injury report and they're not listing Nurk, are you thinking that they're going to sit Nurk? Because I thought they'd be more inclined to sit Laurie. And they have a lot of Kevin Love and Filipowski props up. Something tell me Nurk's not playing.
It's definitely in the realm of possibilities. And if so, definitely bet AD's under assists and definitely bet his over everything else because it's going to get ugly.
Yeah, there's no resistance there. And I like Keontae. I'll just bet Keontae's points went up to 25.5. I saw 24.5 earlier. Fuck. I'll still take it at 25.5. Do they run his minutes down in blowouts, or they just kind of just let it ride?
I've definitely seen him on the bench.
What are his minutes and losses by like 10+? So I know you're able to pull that up pretty quick.
$32. 38 in that one. That was a big loss. 22nd.
So let's go
33. Minutes. I mean, yeah, dude. It goes from him playing high 30s in competitive games to low 30s in blowouts. Like, he's still running. It's been a long time since he ran sub 30. Now he's got 32s and 33s and stuff in there, but it's been 8 games since he's played under 30. 26 seems to be his like floor, but you seem like even in losses to be hovering around 31 to 34.
And with Nurkic out, I don't like his assists as much either. I want to transition to his threes if Nurkic ruled out. I hate that we have to speculate so much on these things, considering the time that we do these.
Mm-hmm.
But Keontae's 2.5 threes, I think that was the line that was available, right? 2.5.
Yeah.
2.5 threes, 32 minutes plus. Maybe I should filter down to like 36. But what I'm getting at is it's green.
Yeah, especially
32 to 36 minutes without Nurch over 2.5 threes is cash money gold.
Yeah, look at the last 20.
Yeah.
You gotta lay like a 150, but even as a lay piece.
I'm okay with doing that tonight because there's only 4 games.
Yeah, facts. Let's talk about Cooper Flagg. I said PRA, you said points. What's the read here? He's struggled offensively in the last couple, but good bounce back spot for Utah. Kind of my thoughts here. 42 in the last game. We already spoke on. There was no Anthony Davis in that game, but he might not go for 40 tonight, but I do think he's into the 20s in points myself. Rebounds have been consistent. Assists have been consistent. I haven't bet it yet, but the PRA 33.5. There are some 34.5s out there. This was my favorite look. What were your thoughts?
This was the game I bet Cooper Flag 25 plus points at plus 280, and he went for 42.
Nice.
Yeah, talk about stopping the ladder too short. I like his points a lot. I like his everything tonight, honestly. And you take out Nurkic, you like everything a little bit more.
Yeah, I do.
Does he have a double-double this year?
I think he does.
He has a couple, all right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think opening night, they made a whole big deal about it. Remember?
Yeah. 10 and 10. I wouldn't be mad at his double-double look. If Nurkic out tonight, yeah. If you're betting with that speculation that he'll be out, and I'm starting to think that it really is, given the way that the books are listing these other guys, the Kevin Loves and the Filipowskis.
Yep.
And not even having a single prop for Nurkic. I kind of think he's out tonight. It's a back-to-back, so.
Max Christie could have a good night. Under in those 6 games. He's been aggressive lately. Yeah, I'm going to have nothing other than the AD under in this game for me officially. I will probably have some late ads here this afternoon. Let injury news settle. But yeah, it looks like just 2 official plays for me here. Chalk had quite a couple here. 3. Do you have anything after Jovic?
I'm going to put Keontae in a lay. Nikola Jovic. Jovic? How are we saying his name?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Cool. I'll take his PRA over 15.5. Nas Reed points 14.5, and Con Knipple rebounds over 4.5. I'm going to actually boost that right now, and I'll post it to the timeline. Whatever my max is that they allow me to get down on it on FanDuel.
Yeah.
Let's see. Cool. Looks like it's $25. So that's fun.
For me, going to be just 2 official props tonight. For now, don't be surprised if you see some late ads or maybe a parlay, a builder, something of that nature. Pascal Siakam under 7.5 rebounds. Anthony Davis under 3.5 assists. I do think we're going to call it there. Old man Clay's threes. Actually, I did want to talk about that.
Yeah, I like that too.
So you got me. Thought we were ending it, but I did want to talk about this. Clay.
His history against Utah as a whole is great.
Yeah, I know. They were talking about that on Spaces.
Mm-hmm.
One matchup this year, 20 minutes, 4 for 9, way over. Definitely some playable. Yeah, I like this, and I even like the ladder up to 4. I think this is probably a pretty decent lead. He's probably only going to play like 20 minutes, but let's go 21 to 27.
He's out there for one thing when he plays 20 minutes, so I'm not really concerned about Klay Thompson of all people and his minutes. Obviously, you'd like to see more, but you know what you're getting in that 20 minutes. He's going to shoot those threes.
Chucking. Yeah, I like this. I like this over a lot, Damon. Keep an eye out for a late add to my card. Might be on a 3s lay, might be a straight bet. I do like that look as well.
I'm going to add it to my parlay right now.
Hold on. FanDuel just reopened Donovan Mitchell, and it is 34.5. Everybody get ready to fire. We got a late ad. Everybody get ready. Everybody get ready.
These are his PAs that you're talking about?
They are his PAs.
FanDuel's 35.5.
They just, I see.
And rising.
Yes. Points are still 29.5.
They still have Garland's props listed.
Yeah. Well, I will say that there is a link to the Discord down below. There is a 7-day free trial there. I would encourage you, if you want the late plays, sign up today. you will get access to them as soon as I play them. And you know what? If I don't make you money over the next 7 days, cancel that bitch and it was free. Chalk, I'm getting out of here. I appreciate you for coming on today. You got any late college football looks for tonight?
I'm going to jump on a couple spaces, so support the guys that run these spaces. I am simply just a contributor. I'm not running my own stuff on these Twitter spaces, YouTube spaces. So support the guys that do it. I'll be jumping on. Follow me on X. You'll see the Discord that I contribute to in my link in the bio. I'm not going to plug that here. Just follow me is all I ask, and then you'll see where I'm at. Listen to those guys, support those guys that put in the work daily.
Yes, sir. Chuck, appreciate you for tapping in today. Everybody else, best of luck tonight with your bets. I will be back tomorrow, noon Eastern. Best of luck tonight. Until then, man.